hello, welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, we're going to look at something different. We're looking at death threats on the Waleses. Okay, so yeah, interesting, but it popped into my head, so we'll get it done. Right, okay, so has Catherine received death threats? I kind of feel like there's women here, so I would say so. You know, somebody will do anything for money. Don't worry, we'll go back in a minute. Has William received death threats? I imagine they do. Well, Williams, I think they do suffer. I think they do suffer with death threats. You know, which is any form. MI5, MI6, our government being aware of stuff. And then you've got the online crap as well. And a lot of threats are made online to Catherine and William. Have the Waleses' children received any death threats? I would say where the children are concerned, you know, security is good. I feel like taking action as well, changing plans last minute. I feel like the Waleses feel the children are safe to a certain extent, but I'm also, you know, let's have a look. Are these online threats or are these death threats? You know, what's happening with them? What happens? They come from all over the world. You've got VPNs and hiding stuff as well. So it's like, I feel like an investigation starts and then it stops up to a certain point and they find it difficult to go further. Maybe to find out who these people are. Also as well, I think there's an acceptance to the fact that people online can be a bit nutty. Some will be serious, some won't be. But somebody's threatening Catherine. Who is threatening Catherine? Fans. So I'd say Meghan Markle's fans. Does Catherine fear Meghan will be, you know... Does Catherine feel like Meghan and her associates are a real threat to their lives, her and William's? Yeah, definitely. Everybody's quite aware as well. Look, there's investigations ongoing here. But it's not enough for me. I can't see a woman who was made an, you know, named and made an example of. But that's just it. You know, it's as if it all goes quiet. All goes quiet. So I don't know if you remember a time where Meghan and Harry received death threats and there was a woman and she actually went to prison. I don't know whether it was 2 years. However, you didn't hear much more after it, did you? You didn't hear much more. She's got to be alert as Catherine and William. They do receive alerts as well. lot of communication online. So I'm getting information gathering here. Gathering. Can any of these death threats be linked back to Meghan and Harry? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Because Meghan's in charge of the sugars, and so is Harry. They're always ringing him saying thank you, and, you know, they've made no secret about it. These sugars turn up at Invictus and everywhere else that they go. Do William and Catherine believe that Harry and Meghan are a danger and a threat to the lives of their family and themselves? Absolutely, and you're going to hear all about it, okay? All about it. Don't matter what Harry says, you can't get out of this. And the people that do these things, and Meghan, you're getting attention. This is sugars. This is a sugar card. It's going to be the wrong attention. Will Harry be exposed for his part in death threats to the Waleses? Will he be exposed? Yep. And it's all about running these. It's all about monies as well. Okay, there's a legal connection. There's a money trail. It's very difficult to hide money these days unless you're paying in cash. But if it's a huge amount of cash, it needs to go back into a bank system of some kind, or you draw it out. Okay. So I feel like there's a money trail here that can be done. I think Catherine and William know that Meghan would be pleased as punch if their family was wiped out. Will Meghan be exposed for her connections with the online trolls? Yeah, definitely. Things got out of control here. And it's just, you know what, it'll be something silly or a detail or something minor that catches Meghan out. We'll be shocked as well. There's stories to come out here. Kind of feel like someone in their close circle is going to say something. What will happen to Meghan when she's exposed as being behind some of these death threats? She'll be, Meghan will be feeling stuck, absolutely stuck. She'll need a lawyer for this, of course she will. She'll be like a rabbit frozen in the headlights, a deer. Something she can't get out of. Kind of feel she'll run to other people to try and resolve this, to support her. There ain't no support at all. It's like all her accounts. All these accounts come out. Like online media. What will happen to Harry when he's exposed for these death threats? News delayed. News delayed. What will happen to Harry? Kind of get ignorance here. Ignorance, playing ignorant. I think the biggie is Meghan, actually, in this. Clarify that for me. Page of Wands reversed for Harry's outcome after being exposed. All over. I told you, social media accounts hidden. They will be revealed. And this is what you've got coming up. And it's coming up soon. This isn't going to be a year's wait, okay? You're talking a couple of months, if that. How does the King feel about Meghan and Harry being behind these death threats for the Waleses? How does he feel about it? He thinks Harry can be rehabilitated. But I also feel as well that, you know, we have got investigations ongoing here. So eventually they'll get to the bottom of it. You know, I think Charles wants to get to the bottom of it because you've got all this content. How will the King feel when he realises all these social media accounts regarding Harry and Meghan? How will he feel that this has been going on for a long, long time? So we all know it's been going on years, even before they're married. He'll think he's there's two things. He'll feel his son is either sick in the head or, you know, there's something wrong with him. Like there's mental illness. But then I also feel like Charles is like, I've got enough on my plate as it is, you know. I think increasingly he won't have the patience or tolerance for Harry because of his own health issues. But that doesn't mean to say the King will say stay away. He might just think, let's drop it and move on, you know, let's try and move forward. Will Harry face charges regarding these accounts and, you know, whatever else they've been doing, like for threatening the Waleses? You know, will there be any legal repercussions for Harry? The things he says is about his family. That's what I get. I think they're going to do you know what? Will there be any legal repercussions? Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to work out whether it's Harry's social media going to the sugars or if it's indeed the death threats that lead back to Harry. So we're definitely still expanding this operation. Will there be any legal repercussions for Meghan? I think the you know, world will see how unreliable Meghan is and insincere. Now I know we already know that, I know, but I'm talking about the rest of the world as well. Kind of feel like a journey where she's supposed to be going somewhere will be postponed or put on hold. We'll see her as a player, and also with the links with Harry as well. All of, you know, Meghan, the drama, online, and Harry, they're all connected with that group. Get tales about the past, information that comes out about what these sickos have been doing in the past. Or does Catherine, you know, feel she's in danger from Harry and Meghan? Yes or no? Yes. Absolutely. Okay. That these two could pay anybody to do anything. Oh, Meghan, you know, what about your intruders in Tyler Perry's house? You know, where are those? Where did they lead to? Absolutely nowhere. Yeah, physically, they are. I think that's why they're going to have to like change things and adapt. Does William fear that Meghan and Harry or will put out does William fear for his life from Harry and Meghan? Yes. Huh. Look at that. And his family. Okay. They both feel in danger. So I'm getting one, that's why they would move. And then I'm getting something differently regarding their children. In fact, I feel like George here, so I don't know if he's going to a new school or a different school or starting a school for a certain age. What precautions are Catherine and William taking? Can you imagine that? You know, thinking of your brother and his witch of a wife and feeling that your life is in danger. What precautions are they taking? Obviously, King Charles. It's all down to King Charles. Will the king be persuaded to remove Harry out of the line of succession to counteract the risk of death from Harry and Meghan? Will he remove them out of the line of succession for that? I would, wouldn't you? Oh dear, I would. Don't see Charles doing so. It's as if this has been brought up in conversation with other professionals as well. But it's as if King Charles is saying, no, not yet, no, not yet. I'm getting a lot of discord around Charles here, feeling that he can't cope with it right now. He doesn't want to confront it right now. I'll tell you what, King Charles is doing brilliant, isn't he? He's alienated all religions instead of defending them. He's letting Parliament run roughshod. And his son that's been causing a mess for so long. Just be done. Would Meghan put out a hit on the Waleses? Not just yet, she wouldn't. Not just yet. I feel like she's had these thoughts on and off though, on and off, whether it be fantasy, you know, that one day she'll be queen and Harry will be king, or whether it be, you know, so bad. And don't think that Meghan ain't got it in her. She ain't got enough to do it for right now. But say if she was going into politics or out like that, yeah, you bet your bottom dollar she would consider it. So just saying, I'm seeing her leaving the royal family, taking a break, and coming back. So this is a card of it's not over yet. It's not over yet. What, does Harry want to see their Wales's family wiped out? Harry's not going to listen to William. He you know, he's while his father's alive. He needs his father to change the rules, to express his last wishes, to include Harry. Well, Harry, would Harry ever order a hit on the Waleses? Oh dear. Can I see three, and then 3 years? Would he? Yeah, I think so. Of course he wouldn't do it himself, would he? It'd be for a third party, so it could be like Harry, then like a group, like an organisation, and then a person to carry it out. Would Meghan order a hit on Catherine and the Waleses? She wants to ruin them. She wants to ruin them. She doesn't have to order a hit on them. She wants to ruin them. She's got something else. Who would the Harkles get to wipe out the Waleses? Who? Someone who doesn't like them, or somebody wants something hidden. Somebody wants something hidden, not talked about. You don't see them. So I asked, would Meghan ever, you know, make a hit? Absolutely. Who would do it? Shady organisation. But you know what? I think it would be, I have to say, I don't know why, don't be upset. I feel like America. Tell me about this one, please. I asked if she would put a hit out on the Waleses, and we got one of the worst cards there that we could. What would be, you know, the outcome for Meghan if she did this, if she ordered a hit? Because I kind of feel like she would be set up like a kipper. There you go. Enforced isolation. Off to jail. Off to jail. Will Meghan be involved in a sting regarding death threats and attempts on Catherine and the Waleses? Will Meghan be caught out in a sting operation? I love it, don't you? Of course. So this sting operation, it's not somebody who just walks into her life and goes, oh yeah, Meghan, that's a good idea, let's take out the Waleses. No, no, no. This is somebody who's been on the inside of their inner circle for years. I can put you in touch with so-and-so, or if you speak to so-and-so, I'll just get a big sting here. And again, why would she go to prison, we asked before. And we always get that Knight of Cups, which is fans. Her fans. Her fans want to do something. Her fans. I kind of feel like, you know, like an organisation. So I'm talking like police, so MI5, MI6, FBI, even CIA. They've all been watching Meghan. They all know of Meghan for some reason. And not, it's because of what she's been doing in the past. I mean, it's just coming out now and being confirmed by somebody, is it the Royal Palace news channel or something, you know, that Meghan engineered everything to get to Harry. Well, we know that, don't we? We absolutely know that. No, I can't see this being part of Charles Spencer's plan, because it's the Waleses, for Christ's sake. You see any connection to this? Death threats to Charles Spencer? Oh, no, 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 no. No, actually, it's not. He's probably drinking himself into oblivion, but that kind of side of things isn't, all right. This is a situation that has gone out of control. You see what I can't work out, and well, to be fair, I haven't looked, but you've got the Charles Spencer link with Meghan and Harry. But where's the link with these nefarious people? Are they linked to Charles? Are they linked directly to Meghan? You know, did she just take the introduction and cause a riot in the royal family for Charles, and now has got information or been working with others since to get into all these nefarious deals like Aspen? There's too many coincidences here for this censorship. And if the royals, you know, like the last reading and this reading, if the royals don't want to be involved with Harry and Meghan, then it just shows that they're not as involved as people would suspect either. Okay then, so last few cards. Outcome of death threats for Catherine. Lose more than you gain, so she gets a lot of death threats, but attempts to carry out, not that much. She'll be grappling with future changes and how this impacts on the family life and day-to-day living. Outcome of death threats for William, please. He wants to stay home. He wants his family safe. And he feels confident that his family is safe. Well, we all say that, don't we? And then something terrible happens. Outcome for King Charles regarding the Wales's death threats. He fears that it all leads back to the same roads, Harry and Meghan. He fears they've been accused of making a mistake. He fears the conversations he has with Catherine and William, but also like security teams as well. It's as if he knows he's making a mistake, but he won't stop. I think Charles could be outed for dealing with things wrongly. Get rid of the Harry on the line of succession. Outcome for Harry with deference to the Waleses. I can't say that he loves it. Does Harry enjoy the Waleses receiving deference? No. Meghan, Meghan, Meghan. The threats are all from Meghan. Outcome for Harry. Somehow this could force the royals to kind of give Harry something that he wants or that he doesn't want. And that is Meghan as well. I'd say to Harry, be careful what you wish for. So outcome for Harry. Well, he probably gets his wishes, but then Meghan would take the fall. What will be the outcome for Meghan, please? Oh, yes. I see, you know, there's an arrest here. I'm seeing an arrest and feeling on a knife's edge. In deep shit. In deep shit. So I think all this, the Wales's death threats is all leading back to mainly one person. And that would be Mrs. Sussex. Does Harry know that many of the death threats come from Meghan's side? Does he know? Yeah, because he's done the work with it as well. What a disgusting set of two creatures. How did Harry feel when he's about being responsible for death threats to the Waleses family? How did it make him feel? Your fault, you caused this, you know. If you'd have done this for us, if you'd have given us that, this wouldn't have happened. Totally remorseless. Absolutely. And I just feel like Harry will try and blame everybody else. Will he try and protect Meghan in this? No, because both broken the law. This is another thing. Another thing. Just another thing for this to, you know, to keep continuing. This is awful. It really is, you know. We are going to find out about it. It is going to happen. They are going to come a cropper. But you'll watch Harry try and wriggle out of this one, as well as Meghan. I'm sorry, but everything you do online is, you know, there's a trail of money, trail of accounts, trail of this, trail of that. All these accounts, there's loads. There's I'm not talking one or two. I'm talking hundreds. Hundreds. Okay, guys, that's it from me. I'll be back soon with another reading. Bye now. Bye-bye.